All right, guys, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you Netcoins, and this is a company based out of Vancouver. And what they do is they allow you to buy cryptocurrency. And so this is a great place for people that are new to cryptocurrency, that want to get involved with it and want to maybe buy some Bitcoin, but also maybe some of the other coins that you might hear about in the news that are a little bit more risky and have a lot of upward potential. So basically, I'm going to show you how this works. And basically with Netcoins, they've got a good app. That's one thing that I really like about them. They have a nice, clean interface. I'm going to show you how to make the trades to do it. One of the things you want to keep in mind for any exchange that you're looking at is what are the fees? And what I like about this is there's no funding fees. There's other exchanges like CoinSquare that do charge for funding. And the trading fees are actually really low here, 0.5%. And it includes the spread in the price. That's another thing to keep in mind. Spread is basically the difference between the bid and the ask. It's if you've ever exchanged Canadian dollars for US dollars, and then you went to the bank and changed $100, and then you said, actually, I want to change it back. You'd actually get less because of the spread, the kind of built-in profit that they have on any trade. And so that's what a spread is. So Netcoins actually has a low spread, which is good. Cash withdrawals are free as long as it's ACH or e-transfer is going to be free. They do charge for a bank wire. That's pretty typical because bank wires are expensive. And then also when you're withdrawing from in crypto to maybe a self-custody wallet or something like that, there will be a small fee, and you can see the fees here. These are really small fees, so that's good. And they have a minimum that you can withdraw as well, just because obviously it doesn't make sense. So with Netcoins, this is what the account looks like. So you can see your Canadian dollar. I should also say it's really cool because if you have money in here with Netcoins Pay, then what you can do is you can get a credit card here. And every time you spend, you earn 1% back. Let's say you're doing your groceries, you can put the funds in Canadian dollars in your Netcoins account, spend it on the credit card, and then you get 1% back. So that's a way to, just take some spending you're already doing and get an extra return on it. And of course, it's the 1% plus also the potential appreciation that you'd see with cryptocurrency. So here's the dashboard. When you're funding your account, this is what you'll do first. And you can fund with dollars. And again, there's no fee for doing this, or you can deposit crypto, but you basically will fund with dollars, do an e-transfer and send your e-transfer and it'll be there really quick. Again, if you want to withdraw, the same thing, you can withdraw to your bank account in Canadian dollars just with an e-transfer. So I would set up the Netcoins Pay. I think that makes a lot of sense. And I wanted to talk about some of the reviews. So with Netcoins, there's some great reviews. You're always going to have some people that aren't really happy with it for whatever reason, but just take that with a grain of salt. People like to complain about stuff online if their support isn't answered really quickly. But for me, I've had a great experience with Netcoins. I've done some trading on it. They've also got a really nice mobile app, and you can see it here. It's colorful. It's easy to use. I would say that Netcoins compares pretty similarly to Newton. So Newton's one that I've also used. I actually use that Newton a lot more just because I've been using it for longer. But Newton doesn't have that credit card and the ability to earn the 1%. So if you're just starting out, this is a really good one to choose. And they've got a lot of different currencies here. Here are the currencies that they have. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then you've got some like Solana, Cardano, Litecoin, Polkadot. Uniswap is just really up recently. Near is another one that I like. Keep an eye on that and look for buying that when it's down. And Render again. So they've got some DeFi tokens here, DYDX. They've got a whole list of different coins that you can get. And it gives you options that are not necessarily familiar. You have Sandbox and AXS, which are gaming coins. So if you want exposure to that industry, 1inch. So some of the meme coins, Dogecoin, ApeCoin, Polygon, Matic, that's a good one. That's not a meme coin, but it's right squished in between Shiba Inu and these other ones, Decentraland, Engine Coin. So they've got a wide range. I think Newton has a little bit more variety, but it's pretty close. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a link to Newton in the description as well. So if you use a link here, you'll actually get a bonus when you create your account, which is pretty cool. But one of the things that I want to do is I want to show you in the account the different ways that you can make a trade. So if you go to the buy or sell here, what you can do is you can see some transactions here. So let's see. So when you go to buy or sell, you can choose what asset that you're interested in. You'll see, how they've performed in the last 24 hours. It's just the last 24 hours. You obviously want to do your own research and see what's moving. But basically what you would do is you would find a coin that you want to buy and you click buy, sell. Okay. So there's a couple different options. So basically if you buy render, you can just select the maximum amount that you have in your account or whatever amount that you want. Keep in mind though, because of transaction fees, you don't want to necessarily do too much diversification because when you buy and sell, there is that spread, there is a fee. If you want diversity in different coins, then what I would do is I would put more money into the account, maybe every week or every month, and then get your diversity that way. So you can buy or sell. And here you have the instant or the limit orders. So typically when you use an instant order, it's going to go through right away. And the spread is going to be a little bit higher, okay, because they're providing a convenient service. So I really would encourage you to do limit orders. Limit orders are basically not guaranteed to execute, but they'll execute when it hits a certain price. So in this case, you'll want to tell them where you want to buy or sell. And you can see on the chart here, render has gone from about 6 to about 10, right? So you can actually put a buy order below that and wait for a little bit of a pullback. Or if you do want just a limit order, you can put it in at what you can currently buy it at. So if I wanted to buy it like right now, then I could put that in. And so that's the spread, right, for this. So even though we're at this point in time, if I wanted to buy it, it's going to cost me $10.46. But if I turn around and sell it the next second, I'm only going to get $10.15. So that's the spread and the fee and all of that. So we have the crypto to buy here. And of course you can change that. And I shouldn't have just clicked that. So let's go back here. So you see it's still the same. So limit order. So if I wanted to buy that right now, I could basically put this in and then have that go through and have that go through pretty instantaneously. It would be a high percentage chance that it would go through right away. But maybe if I wanted to get it on a little bit of a pullback, then I could say I wanted to buy. So let's take an example of the graph. So right now it's set for instant and buy at 42 cents, sell at 41. Okay. So if I wanted to do that and I wanted to do maximum, then I could do that and preview that trade. So we'll buy, let's just click preview. So it's going to, basically this would be the subtotal. This would be the Netcoins fee. They're very transparent about that. And then what I would pay for that. Now, if I wanted to do a limit order, what I can do is I could say I want to buy at 0.426, let's say. That's just under. So it's waiting for a little bit of a pullback. And I could either put how much I want here. The easiest is how much I'd want to spend, and then it will auto-populate there with how much that is. And then I could preview that, and you'll see that the same fee, but I'd be able to get that. So I can set that limit order, and then of course I could cancel that if I wanted to. But basically, let's put in an order just to show you. One, and let's put 25, right? So you can see here, this is a little bit more because I'm waiting. I'm only going to buy if it goes down to 4.1. You'll see here, your fees included, and that's the difference between the 24.88 and the 25. And so they're very good at reporting fees on Netcoins, which is great. And then you can see here my portfolio balance, and you can see the limit order. So I can see these open ones and they will execute when it reaches that price. So I can view the details about that. And if I wanted to, then I could delete that if I didn't want to do that. So I'll just delete that just because this is for the sake of example. And hopefully that gives you a really good overview of how to get started and which coins to buy. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, I do have a newsletter. Put the link to that in the description. And of course, if you do open up a Netcoins account and you want that extra bonus of $25 put into your account, then use the link in the description to make sure that you get that. And if you have any questions about this or any other exchanges, leave it in the comments. I'm more than happy to go into your questions and help you out. All right, well, make it a great day and go buy some crypto.